So you've got the pool opening, right?
We do. We've got everything situated to open up this Saturday. We're opening.
Should have good weather.
Let's hope so. We're going to rely on you and the man above to help us out.
I started
with
to say not me, the man above. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we open up this Saturday. It's going to be a $2 day. We want people to come out and see what we've got going on this year, and hopefully, like you said, the weather's going to be great. We encourage everyone to come out to the park and enjoy, hopefully, a sunny day and a fun day at the park. So.
Well, I'll tell you, it looked nice. I went by there the other day just kind of peeking around,
yes,
and it really does. It looks nice. You guys have done a great job.
Well, let me go a little further and say it's the kids. I mean, in our community, we get so much support from the community that these young people out there are trying to make a difference in our community.
Right.
And we hope everybody understands that when they come and visit. They see these lifeguards, and a lot of times people come up to me and say, well, or a supervisor and say, hey, the park really looks good. Y'all are doing a good job. I said, please don't tell us. Go tell the kids. Kids need encouragement. You know how it is. And so,
well, they do, and they get yelled at a lot, and sometimes it's a good thing when they get patted on the back a little bit. And I will tell you, the only reason I know how to swim today is because I took swim lessons. It's been a minute ago, okay? Yeah. But I took swim lessons when I was a kid.
Right.
And that's the whole reason why I know how to swim now.
Yeah, and since you brought that up, let me just give a little shout out. We do have swim lessons offered out to City County Park. They will begin on June the 3rd, and we go for 2 weeks. It goes Monday through Thursday. And then for 2 weeks, and if it's inclement weather in one of those days, we use Friday as our backup day. So you're going to get your 2 weeks in. We're not professional teachers of swim lessons, but these young people out there, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, we try to do the best thing. And I always tell our kids when we're out there, the first day they come out, just be their friend, because a lot of times small kids are just scared of the water.
Well, and a lot of parents will say, well, my kid, they don't need to learn how to swim. We're not big lake people and pool. Well, you never know.
Right.
And you would much rather them know how to swim, know that ahead of time. That way, if they ever get put in that kind of situation, you don't have to worry about it.
Right. And so we look at that as a positive thing to helping these small kids and help our lifeguards, especially because they're just as scared to teach these small kids.
I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, and so but they do a great job. Obviously, I've told the kids in our meetings that every day you're not going to have the same kid. So we want the young people that take swimming lessons to maybe get a female one day and a male the next. That way they're not accustomed to the same person.
That's
and
good.
That way when they're out there swimming, and then hopefully get to a point where the parents can, when they go out there to whatever they're going to do that day, then they can relieve their kids and let them do what they want to because they learned to swim. And obviously we want people to take advantage of that, but we do it. We have 4 sessions and 2 weeks at a time. If you ever need any assistance out there, you can call the park number, which is 365-7811. And I will say this, if you tried to call last Saturday, it was our open house day.
Oh, goodness.
Our phones were out.
I would imagine.
They're doing some work out there on 62 East going toward Dawson Springs. They must have hit one of the telephone lines or something. So we got it repaired on Monday. Our phones are working as of yesterday. And so if you got any questions, you can call that number during the week. I'm not saying that everybody's going to be there to answer them, but Saturday for sure we'll be there. And
now the swimming lessons isn't the only thing that you guys do.
Oh, no, we do. There's so much. We have pool parties. Obviously, we take advantage of that, or the people take advantage of that. And we have a pavilion that's down behind the swimming pool area that it's open to the public. We just ask that if you want to rent it, then you call the pool, and then we can set up schedules to where we can do that. We hate to have 2 or 3 parties come in at the same time, and usually the rental fee covers your time frame, and it don't have you overlap some other things. But we have our daily admission is $5. If you look at that in several different ways, and I know there's some concerns out there, but you get to swim from 11 to 5 at 6 hours for $5. So you can do the math on that. We have night swims offered on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights from 6 to 9 at a discounted rate. Every Tuesday and Thursday, you get in for $3. And so all this offsets the cost of all of our utilities, our chemical bills, which obviously in days' time everything goes up, but it just seems like certain things stay the same. And that's where we're at right now. And so hopefully the community understands all of this And
well, operating costs are not free. I mean, that doesn't happen, just because everybody likes you.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. But anything, I mean, there's softball fields out there. There's a tennis court that needs some repair too. We're looking at it, to doing some things out there. There's a volleyball net out there with a volleyball court. There's a basketball court. I mean, there's things out there for people to use, and that's what we want. We, as in the park, want people to come out and take advantage of those things. And so there's a lot of things going on out there. Every year we talk about this, and we just got to put feet to it sometimes, and that's what we're working on right now. So those things, like I said, daily admission. Our hours Monday through Saturday 11 to 5. Sundays are 1:30 to 5, and then we have pool parties on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And we have two different times. We have a 6 to 8:30 and 8:30 to 11. So we book a lot of pool parties. Last Saturday we booked a few, and let me just touch on it again. Since our phones weren't working last Saturday and people may have tried to call, we're going to extend the discounted rates again to this Saturday.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to give people the opportunity. Now, after this Saturday, we've given you a couple opportunities, plus we've been fortunate enough to be on the radio and let people know that, we're reaching out to them. And if they want to do something through the pool, then they can come out this Saturday for those discounted rates.
Okay.
And so we're doing that. Let me plug in a couple of our supervisors that come up with this idea, which I think is a great idea because, as you well know, if you don't have people behind you supporting you, then sometimes it goes away.
Right.
In our primary school today, a couple of our teachers are giving out little forms that we have made up, and they'll be on cards. It says swim at the Princeton City County Park, and it's got a diagram of a splash with a ball on it.
Aww.
It says this coupon is good for one child's free admission when accompanied by one paid adult admission during the month of June. Can you imagine that? Can you, one child free admission with a parent coming out there for the month of June?
I'm going to tell you, stuff is not cheap. You can't do anything for that price.
Right.
You can't.
We're reaching out to the community in several different ways, but if you want your child to swim, if you're a parent, if you could just bring them out. Now, we do put on there one child per coupon only. I mean,
I don't blame you.
We got to cover all of our bases. We
Right.
don't. We want all the kids obviously to be out there, but if you got a child and you want them to swim and enjoy the day with yourself, if you'll just come out and pay your adult admission, your child's going to swim for free. And so
I think that's great.
We're going to take advantage of that opportunity to do some of that.
Well, when you think about it, swim lessons would be a great birthday present to give to somebody. I mean, hey, that's a gift that they can use for the rest of their life, really and truly. I mean, that you're setting them up for, different years down the line when they go fishing or, what happens, if they're in somebody else's pool. So, I mean, that would be a great gift. And then I've actually had one of my kids' birthday parties out there at the pool. I had one many moons ago when I was younger. I had a birthday party out there too. So it's great. It's a lot of fun.
A lot of people, they'll call and they'll want to rent the pavilion and a softball field.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if their kids are whatever age and they want to go out there and they want their kids for that time frame, the parents will be cooking in the pavilion while the kids go out on the softball field and play kickball, baseball, softball, whatever they might want to do just to run around. Then they come over and do that. So
our church did it too.
Yeah. And so there's, church events. I mean, we've already booked some pool parties on Sundays. They're going to move their services out there, so they'll have the use of the pavilion and the pool. And but we encourage everybody, to come out and book these things. That's our only revenue at the park is the pool. I mean, we don't, and we try to justify by, there's some things out there we want to do, but sometimes you can't do it because of the, the financial situations we're in sometimes. And so we got to be sure we cover all of our bases. But, we hope everybody comes out and does that. But let me go back to our season passes.
Yes.
We have that. This is something that we established. We give discounts on, number of people that you have in your family, and it's got to be in your family only. And we started this year with a punch card, and I think I shared with you earlier.
I think this is a good idea.
Whenever you come out, you buy your kid a punch card, and we just punch it, and then when that card runs out, hopefully you'll buy another one. If you don't, then they get so many. So we have a 10-day punch card, and then a 10 pass punch card, and then we have a 15 pass, and then we have our season pass. So we're making strides and improvements in the right way. We just hope everybody takes advantage of it.
Well, and if you don't take advantage of it, I mean, it's like it might as well not exist. If you want it out there, and that's the thing. The more that we utilize what we have here in Princeton,
right?
Excuse me, and we stay home and we use these things here in our community, and we put back into these things in our community, the more we can have.
Right.
Keep it here, keep it home.
Yeah, and when you said home, let me shout out to the Hopkinsville Rec Department. They bring a school bus of kids every Friday in June and July. Wow. They've been doing this ever since I've been the interim director at the park, and we've enjoyed having them over here. I know they bring anywhere from probably 50 to 60, 70 kids. And we've reached out to another school over in the Hopkinsville area doing the same program that we're doing here at the City County Park with this one child's free admission with a paid adult admission. Sometimes on our Facebook page you can see all these things, and we've got several good responses, from the way the pool looks to people enjoying our pool. And, this is a shout out to our community for the things that are trying to help us. If you want to book a pool party, I mean, nothing says that you can't go in with another organization to offset the cost of a pool party. And those, information, stuff like that, without taking up too much of the radio time, is they could just call out to the pool, come out to the pool. We'd rather you come out to the pool and see these things.
Hey, it's summertime. It's time to go to the pool.
We would rather you come out and look at it, and like you said, and other people said, well, the pool looks good. Well, come out and look at it firsthand. Just don't see pictures of it.
Go have a picnic.
Yeah, and just see the hopefully Saturday, you promised us good weather, so hopefully we'll take advantage of that. Yeah.
Well, that's putting a lot. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that. But I told somebody the other day, I told this gentleman sitting out here in the foyer here, I said, I hope it never rains for the next 3 months.
Oh, my goodness.
I said, and I know the farmers need that.
The
I shouldn't
farmers.
say that. Yeah.
Roy Jean, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to say it, but I'm sorry.
Yeah. And so, but every day that it's pretty, we want people to come out and be a part of that.
Right.
So experience it anyway. So
well, and there's all year long people are using the park. I mean,
right.
This is how I'm going to transition. You know where I'm going with this, because my son plays football.
Right.
And they practice out there.
Yep.
So I mean, it all kind of blends in together though. But I mean, you've got baseball, you've got volleyball, now you've got the pool, now you've got football. I mean, all of it. They all practice out there, and they're all out there, and that's good.
Yeah. Before I forget, let me one change that we're making, and we made this week is we looked at it from several different ways, financial wise, and we did say that on our sheet whenever you came out and signed up last week that due to the finances that we want to be sure we get, we're going to honor our season pass for night swims. Previously, we decided that we weren't going to do that, but after looking at it from several different ways and maybe getting a few concerns, we decided that we would try it this year by using your season pass or your punch card for night swims. So if you purchase one of those, then you'll be able to use your season pass or your punch card as one of those times on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. So we want clarification on that now. If people want to take advantage of that, we hope they do. There's signs out there promoting night swim. During the summer, we just want to promote different things,
right?
and make it more an opportunity for people to come out. You'll never know if you go on our Princeton City County Park page what's going to take place, because we got some things that we've got in mind that hopefully we can get out there to the community on certain days. I mean, we may say that if you bring in a canned good, then we get $1 off, and then this is going to go to help somewhere in the community.
I'm a fan of those night swims because there's a lot of mamas and daddies that work all day, and they can't necessarily take the kids.
Yes,
and grandma may not want to go sit it by the pool all day, but in the evening when mom and dad come home, let's get some dinner, let's have a picnic out there, and then we can go night swim.
Well,
and I think that's great for the summer.
Yeah. And I'm going to challenge our kids today. I'm going to challenge your son, CJ, to bring all of his friends out there during the summer.
I think so, too.
Those football players, they get hot. And I know sometimes they practice a little harder and it's hotter. And
they stink. I'm not going to lie.
Well, we don't want them to come out there and take a bath in the pool now. But, we want to encourage, every kid, that can to come out and be a part of the experience because, nothing makes us, and I say us, kids and supervisors more happy to see a smile on the face.
Well, I will tell you, we appreciate you guys more than what we really do. Because, like I said, that thing I've been going to the pool since I was a kid. I took swim lessons out there, and so hopefully, as I take my kids out there, and it's a generational thing, and maybe if we can keep it going, it can get larger and get more things and take care of the place out there.
Right. And that a lot of times, our kids, especially if I'm going out there in the mornings or if I'm going out there during the day to check on things, when you see a couple of kids walking, when you see a couple of kids on bicycles, and they got their backpacks and their swim towels, where they're going. I mean, you know where they're going.
Oh, they're going to the pool.
And so it kind of makes you feel good that you have something out there in this community where those kids can do that. A lot of kids, they can't drive, obviously.
There's a lot of these communities that are closing their pools.
Yeah,
they don't have them
especially the
anymore.
big cities.
Right.
And so, I mean, it's a good feeling to know that there's kids in this community that can ride a bike or can walk out there. Mommy and Daddy can give them a little money to get in. And take advantage of the situation we're in.
I think that's great. Thank you so much for coming out.
Well, thanks for having me.
I was going to pick on you, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go with that because I really like the swimming pool out there, and I think it's really neat.
That sounds great. Too.
If you guys need anything, you come back and see us and let us know what's going on. If you've got special days out there in Canned Good Collection, you let us know, okay?
Be glad. And you mean whenever you get ready to talk football, you just holler at me.
Now I'm going to tell you, I am ready to talk football any day you're ready to. I mean, that's all that they talk about in my house. Yeah. My son is obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Everything is football, and he loves all of the practice. I don't think you could practice enough for that child. I've never seen anything like him. And I guess that's the way all of them are, though. But kudos to the coaches. Right. I mean, really and truly, you guys do wonders with them.
Thank you.
And the Youth Incorporated coaches as well.
Right.
I mean, they work hard during the year as well. And I will tell you that really and truly, and I don't want to get like all sappy about it, but I had a kid that, he didn't have a whole lot of self-confidence when it comes to a lot of that stuff. Yeah. And he's in school, so I can tattle on him right now. But he didn't have a ton of self-confidence. But I will tell you, throughout the last few weeks with you guys, it has really helped him in his confidence. And really and truly, getting a kid involved in sports, right. I am a big proponent of that because I'm telling you, I think that's I think it can really do some good for him. I really do.
Hope so. Yeah.
Well, and I've seen it really turn him around. And
right.
you've got a field full of middle schoolers that I don't see how you rein them in.
That's all right. I mean, sometimes they teach us as the coaches, then we teach them with their actions, their comments. I mean, it's hilarious. And I'm going, really? I mean, it just amazes me how those kids can react to certain situations. So, kudos to them as well.
Well, I'll tell you, for those who don't know, he coaches middle school football.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, he's got a good team, people. You want to see some good, exciting games, come watch a middle school game.
Go.
Those kids get fired up. They really do.
They do.
The parents are very involved. Yeah. That is my favorite thing in the world is when it's game day and CJ gets to play and we're sitting in the bleachers. They all kind of pick on me because you'll hate me, you'll throw me out. I'm the loudest one because I'm constantly, cheering and jumping up and getting into it. But all the parents are.
As here you go.
Hey, Caldwell County, we have the best fans in the world, and it starts. In middle, they can't do it in high school until they do it in middle school. They've got to grow up. Yeah. So we really appreciate you coming out and taking time, and I appreciate you putting up with my son on the football field. But hey, stick around, Coffee Talk. We'll be back in just a few minutes. 1580 103.3 WPKY Princeton.